Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome, my Cancer friends and friends of Cancer. This is the Divine Phoenix Rising Tarot, and hey, I'm Zachary. Thank you guys for joining me here, and welcome to my table. So, Cancer, looking at your energy here in meditation prior, and we'll move into the tarot as we do. There were a few things that came through to me in this time. So first I was shown a hood, like over a stove. It was this big, beautiful copper hood, and it was taking in this big, thick black smoke. So coming down from the smoke, what was producing this smoke was actually a propeller, like on a prop airplane. So very interesting imagery. I just get this feeling of like, being in the prop airplane, this is your ability to move forward or to move freely. The idea of flight, something that comes with the feeling of being free. The smoke, I feel like, is some kind of trauma. Okay, something that's happened to the engine that is causing distress. Having this hood come in, though, is a process, it feels like, from spirit of helping to clear your sight, to clear your ability to see so that you can move forward. Next, I was shown, it was a branch with a bunch of leaves on it. And I've seen this before. I think the first time I saw it was in last holiday with Queen Latifah, where they like they don't beat you, but kind of like hit you with this, they hit you with this, branch and leaves. And I had to look this up to see what it actually was, and it took a little bit of digging. They're oak and birch branches, I guess, and it is a Russian thing that they do in like a spa treatment. It's called platza or platza. The point of it is to help with circulation. So kind of bringing it through to the smoke as well and the hood, I'm getting this message of circulation, improving your circulation. It could literally be maybe you are struggling with circulation, but it's like I'm getting the idea of a what is that called? Oh my gosh, an alternator in a car, how it recharges the battery as you're going along. This idea of something that is like a self-sustaining machine. I do feel like something has happened over time here that's impacted your ability to like recharge. So I feel like we're talking about some recharging, okay, Cancer? I did pull a couple of, I was led to pull a couple oracle cards here before getting started too, with the Blue Angel Oracle, and two of them actually came out, Lapis Excelsis and Sananda. So Lapis Excelsis is actually about perspective. It talks about everything having their equal and opposite, and that it takes both of these forces to be whole or to feel whole. So I do feel like we're talking about some coming together of forces within yourself, outside of yourself. It does feel like there is a bit of a balancing. And to be honest, as I was shuffling these decks here too, there were a lot of really positive cards that were standing out to me. Ten of Pentacles in particular. This idea of moving towards legacy or destiny, ultimate material and spiritual abundance. I know you guys have been through the ringer, right? I'm really hoping to deliver some positive message today. And I feel like we are talking about something really positive. So Sananda is actually not the evolved form like their Pokemon. It is the, how do they put it? Like the master form of Jesus, the name Jesus. So in Sananda, it is talking about, healing and ascending as well. So let's get into it, Cancer. I'm excited to see what's going on here for you in this period. Spirit, what is going on for Cancer, my Cancer friends? This is the Fortuna deck, and huge shout out to my channel members. You guys, thank you so much for being here. I truly appreciate your love and support. If you're interested in becoming a channel member yourself, there is a link in the description of this video or a join button you can click right next to the subscribe button under this video. Queen of Candles falls out. So I get this idea, like we're moving towards bringing some life back into Cancer's life, okay? Some life into your life, all right? Resuscitation is what comes through. Love that. Love that, you guys. Feel free to check out the description of this video. If you are interested in personal readings, I do have those open currently. There is a link to my website there as well, okay? Feel free to check it out. Okay, so Eight of Cups here at the bottom being in your hopes and dreams. So Eight of Cups is a card about like leaving something behind. It can symbolize being left behind, being in a place where this is what you're hoping for. What I'm getting is actually filling in a space, filling in something that has been feeling like it is missing. A time where maybe you have been feeling abandoned, especially with this, with like the ascended energy of Jesus essentially coming through here. It feels like there is an opportunity or an energy surrounding you guys right now for healing and growth. Love to see that. Love to see that. So we'll move into the Wild Unknown Tarot here as well for your second deck. Spirit, what do we have going on for Cancer? Additional messages. And this is a general message, you guys, so please keep that in mind. Please use your head, heart, and intuition to decipher which messages are for you and leave the rest behind. Ten of Wands did just fall out here. So we're talking about releasing some burdens on the heart. Again, love to see that. Feel free to check out your rising moon, Venus, any other major placements in your chart to get additional messages on what's going on for you, okay? Two of Swords. So this is your fear, aversion, a choice, a decision, being at a crossroads. I do feel like, well, especially with Lapis Excelsis coming through here too, this is kind of a weighing of two very heavy opposing forces, or just very weighty forces. So I get that there is a bit of an aversion to managing, dealing with something, okay? And if this is like a trauma, because I know a lot of your readings have been pretty heavy here in the past, if it is having anything to do with that, then it makes sense. These things are weighty for sure. But it feels like these energies are available to you guys here, but we have to make the decision to engage with them regardless. There's nothing that is ever just coming into our, flying into our window to save us. We have to be our own savior. Okay? So let's see what's going on here. General to start. Ooh! Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups here to start in your general. So, connection to the divine. Happy family. I feel like this is an opportunity to reset some energy for you guys, okay? Like it doesn't feel like this is, what am I trying to say? Like nothing is going to pay back something that's been done against you. Nothing is going to turn back the clock and stop something from happening if there has been pain or trauma or abuse in the past. What this feels like is in making this decision, like what I'm seeing here in the center of the card are these stars that are kind of fanning out to all of the cups here. That central star feels like this is your wish, this is your desire, this is your choice. Making the decision to participate in this energy right now, to let it work through you and to make the decision to work with it as well, allows you all of this offshooting energy, all these opportunities to tap into these additional cups. Better connection with your family, better connection with friends, love, especially through the divine, which is also a part of you, right? And I heard, I don't remember who I was listening to the other day, but they were describing like what divinity actually means. Because there's this concept in religion especially that talks about divinity. Like even with Jesus, you could look at Jesus, the energy of Jesus, as like the divine. It is this like magnanimous energy that is seen a lot of the times outside of us. And the way they were describing it, I loved it. Divinity is our ability to overcome, to triumph over human difficulty. That is what divinity is. So there is something within all of us that emulates this divinity. You are divine, right, Cancer? When we choose to triumph over our own sorrow, our own pain, we are tapping into what makes us divine. Okay? Whew. All right. Ooh, interesting. So Eight of Cups comes in here next, and you had that in your hopes here. I feel like This is an opportunity for you guys right now. You need to make the decision, like I said, to engage with this, but to truly start stepping away from something that has been painful, leaving these broken pieces here at the foot of this mountain. This may be a process where you are, there is energy that is needed to schlep your way up this mountain. There's a cost, it takes energy to get up there, but it is also this process of ascension. Like, you are using the calories or the energy to get up this mountain, but it is bringing you to an elevated point of experience as well. I'll pull an extra card here on this. This is the Untamed Tarot as well. What else do we have here for Cancer? Why 8 of Cups? Knight of Wands. Yes, you guys, I feel like this is an opportunity for you to start again, okay? Knight of Wands, there is a component of getting back up and trying again, okay? This is an opportunity for you guys to feel... I do feel like this is not like a full rebirth, but at the same time, kind of. Like, I get this feeling of, with Lapis Excelsis here, this those opposites. Everything has its opposite. I kind of feel like there are these 2 or more experiences that you guys have available to you that are kind of dancing around each other in the spiral, right? And right now, you're experiencing this experience, but you can choose to hop on the other side of this fence anytime you want to. It may not seem like that, may not feel like that, but it's true. At any moment, we can choose a different moment. So let's choose a different moment. Okay, Cancer? So let's move on to good stuff for you. Ooh! Yes, I feel like things are changing, you guys. I really do. Fortuna comes in. So this is the Wheel of Fortune. It was always only a matter of time. I really love this deck in general, but there's a lot of like star picture or imagery that is standing out to me. I feel like there's a message coming through in this period for you to remember where it is that you do truly come from, your divinity, okay? And not this divinity that is like, it is in the heavens. You are the heavens. The heavens are within you. You are an embodiment of the divine. And I feel like it's really, really important to remember that, because everything, it seems, in life is trying to beat that out of us. And it's our job to remember that. Nobody is remembering that for you. I'll remind you. Here's your reminder, Cancer. It feels like there's an opportunity here for you guys. Oh, and I love that too. Like, you've got the filled in circles and then the open circles here. Kind of what I was saying, like it feels like there's this spiral dance with you and another version of you. Something is shifting where you have the opportunity to jump into this other timeline. I say take it. I say take it, Cancer. The Hierophant comes in here as well. I get so Hierophant can symbolize like tradition, the way that we do things. It can be religion, spirituality, marriage as well. I feel like this is an opportunity, like I was saying, climbing up the mountain here, to ascend, to really take your experience to another level. And I do feel like there is an encouragement here, if you are feeling stuck, to break the mold a little bit. Try something a little bit different, or a lot of bit different. There is a shakeup that's needed for you right now. I'm kind of seeing the lightning bolt, like the lightning is the key that this crow is standing on. I do feel like in this time there is there's additional energy coming towards your magical sight. I feel like for everybody right now, but specifically coming through here, something is shifting. The wheel is turning here. You guys are learning a lesson that you came here to learn, and it's time to kick it into another gear. You did it. Okay, Cancer? So let's finish strong. Or keep going strong, all right? Anything else here in the good stuff for Cancer? Whoa. Ace of Wands, yes! An opportunity for a new start, you guys. A new journey. To feel invigorated. And like I said, this stuff doesn't, like the crow, doesn't just come flying into your window, although sometimes they do run into your window. This is an opportunity to jump into a new timeline, it's feeling like. To jump into the timeline where you are the divine being and you know it. You are the divine being that you are and you know it. Okay, let's step into that timeline. So what is in the dark here, what you don't see coming? King of Keys. King of Keys is King of Swords as well. I feel like in an underlying message here, you're being directed to possibly interesting. You may be over intellectualizing something about your situation right now. I feel like there is a bit of a loop. Like this is the black smoke that's coming out of this propeller, out of your prop airplane here. That's getting in the way of you seeing anything outside of this smoke. Like this smoke is important to take care of. Don't get me wrong. It is a cautionary tale. And what does that mean? It's important to remember what has happened, what's created the smoke, what the smoke feels like, everything about it, because there are things that you may need to avoid in the future to keep yourself out of situations that may exacerbate that or recreate those conditions. But you are being directed right now to clear the smoke so that you can see how beautiful the day is out here. I'm seeing these gates here too. Like opening the gates to what you don't see here is you are at the gates of heaven. Being reminded of your divinity, like I was saying. And these gates are just about to open. Not in a death sense, okay? Just to be clear about that. That's not what I'm saying. Not prophesizing anyone's death. It feels like there is a new heavenly experience that is opening up to you guys here, okay? You got to accept it. You got to choose to take this path. Three of Wands comes in here next. Yeah, expansion. Your ship coming in. Being able to see the horizon line too. Like I said, I feel like that smoke is being cleared. Yeah, by the power of Christ consciousness too. Sananda is standing out here, which is also 3 in the deck. It just feels like there is this balancing force, these balancing forces even. The number 2, the number 3 are really standing out, which are different kind of balancing effects, right? I strongly am feeling that there's an opportunity for you to jump timelines here. What is the key? What is the key on that? What is the key that opens this gate here, Spirit? Let's talk about that. How does Cancer open this gate? That's too many. We'll try again. What is the key for Cancer? Seven of Swords and 4 of Wands come out. King of Wands here at the bottom too. It's kind of 1818 on the timer as well. I feel like the key here is allowing something to come to an end. 4 of Wands is a crossing of a threshold. A major mile marker. I feel like you guys are at this point where you can choose to cross the finish line or you can choose to not. In crossing this finish line, like this is the finish line here too with the gate, there is the start of something wonderful. With 7 of Swords, it is kind of a sneaky betrayal, theft energy that comes with the 7 of Swords. I am just getting that this is not being forced upon you, okay? It's an opportunity to start flourishing, to start blossoming, but you don't have to take it. I'm seeing this eagle that's standing out here on the top. Like your focus can be on where you've been impaled here in the past, or you can look up and take a page from the eagle's book, right? And decide to soar. Decision is a really big part of this, okay? And I feel like this is where, with the 2 of Swords here, this is where there is fear, aversion. Maybe you're thinking like, that's too simple. How could my choice have this much of an effect? Because you're a divine being here. Because you're a co-creator here. Because you're powerful. And sometimes the easiest or simplest answers are the ones that get us the furthest, right? Give it a shot. If this isn't something that you have tried before, why not? Let's try it, okay? Let's try it. So your obstacle, the difficult part in all of this. You have Three of Pentacles. This is a success in working with others. So I get kind of, say that again. I'm hearing change your story, rewrite your story. I feel like there is a quality of trusting others again right now that seems to be a bit tricky. Okay, Cancer, and that's probably because that's connected to, like, people have hurt you in some way in the past. There's something about opening up that is proving difficult right now. And I don't feel like you need to, like, let somebody into all of your most sensitive parts or give somebody free reign or free access to everything that you are. There is something about, like I was saying, 2 and 3 are standing out. 3 is standing out specifically. Balance of mind, body, and spirit. Could be the Holy Trinity too. It just feels like there is one component of this that is like atrophied. Interesting. You need to remove the tourniquet. Okay. I feel like there is a lack of trust in spirit right now, especially having Sananda come through. And I'm not talking about like religion in particular. I'm talking about allowing this flow within yourself to be connected to all that is spirit, your divinity, like I said, to triumph over what it is that keeps us stuck as a human. We are here having a human experience, but there are things that, like, they can keep us stuck too. We can get that smoke in our eyes and our lungs, and we get caught up in the feeling of it burning, or that we're choking, or that we can't see. When all this while we could flip on the fan. We could flip on that exhaust fan. And I feel like that exhaust fan is this connection to spirit, is allowing your own divinity to start coming through you. And this starts with a choice, okay? Making the decision. Ace of Swords comes in here next. The truth. I feel like this is a difficult process of thought too. Like there's something, there's some sort of debate, debacle that's going on inside of you. Like maybe you are fighting your own access to spirit. Maybe you have a view of like what spirituality or what having connection to your spirit means. Maybe you feel like that means you have to be a part of religion. Spirituality and religion, although they can cross over, they can also be separate. It's not, you do not have to be religious to be aware and to be an expression of your own spirituality, okay? Of your own divinity. If you're not meditating right now, it feels like, I always say this, okay? A good time to start. Good time to start getting in touch with your own energetic qualities, okay? How does Cancer approach this challenge here? How do they remove this tourniquet? Or just how they approach the challenge. Is there anything Cancer can do? There we go. The Hermit. well, hey. So the Hermit is Two of Cups here at the bottom too. Partnership and connection. The Hermit talks about, so as a solution to your problem here, it talks about going inside. Shutting down access to the outside, or maybe balancing. Maybe this is where the atrophy is happening in success in working with others. Wouldn't say completely cut other people off, but it feels like there is, instead of looking for external validation out here, there is a need to go inside with the Hermit and to find the truth. The Ace of Swords there too. The guiding light is inside of you. You have access to all of the answers that you require inside. Getting in touch with your own spiritual experience. Okay. So let's move into animal spirit messages for you. What's going on for Cancer? What does Cancer need to know? Or what is helpful for Cancer to know? And this is the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit Oracle. Anything? Any messages for Cancer? Ooh, the moth. So, the moth, excuse me, I'm going to pull out the book here for this. Super prepared here. So the quality of like like a moth to flame is coming out here. The reason why I feel like it's so important to start owning your own spiritual experience, power, divinity, is because until you do, everything is going to feel like you are just flitting from flame to flame. You are this moth. Oh, I don't feel like I need to read this in the book. You are this moth that is moving from what is bright and shiny and warm to the next thing that is bright and shiny and warm. And the issue with that being external is that everything external will eventually extinguish. Those flames will eventually go out, or you will have access removed to these flames at some point. That is not sustainable for you. You need to be attracted to your own inner flame. Okay? Okay, Cancer? So let's look at additional messages here in the Archetypes Oracle. Then I'll move into the extended version here. What do we have for Cancer? The Shaman. It's time for you guys to go on a spiritual journey here. If you haven't started, now's a good time to start. So the Shaman. I do actually feel like I'm going to read this from the book. Something that is pulling me towards that. There is something about trusting yourself, okay? Which can be difficult if you have been through trauma, especially learning to trust the responses of your own inner guidance system again. But I feel like Spirit, God, Universe, Goddess is sending energy your way right now to really support this process for you, to help give you a leg up, okay? The Shaman, the Magi, the Sorcerer, the Medicine Woman. 3 archetypal ingredients constitute the Shaman, and all must be present in order to reveal its magic. First, the Shaman is activated by long-standing and diligent study, the Mentor. Second, its orientation is generously and accurately aimed towards the healing of the self, the other, and the culture, the Healer. And third, the Shaman has a knack for finding doorways to the other world, allowing psychic visions and old magic to leak into this world, the unseen. In this way, the Shaman is a master who bridges the everyday and the sacred, revealing potent power needed desperately in our time. And I feel like this is what this message is opening up. Like I said, you have this access to jump into another timeline here. So that is otherworldly magic. That is deep magic. Yet where there is power, there is shadow. So the Shaman must be vigilant in studying their darkness. This card reminds us that the force of healing is ultimately not our own. We must shape it and share it with the world. So it is in the process of healing, like it is your own to make that decision to heal. But we have a responsibility not just to ourselves, but to the collective to share this experience of what it is we're healing too. As we heal our own heart, we are always healing Kingdom Hearts. We're always healing the universal heart as well. Okay? All right, Cancer, thank you guys so much for being here in the general. I'm going to move into the extended, so if you want to join me for that, there is a link in the description there. If this is where I leave you, thank you guys so much for joining me. Again, I do have personal readings available if you're interested. You can check out my website, and if this message did resonate with you, please like, share, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I really, truly appreciate your support. Okay, I will see you all very soon. Be well.